What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Sonata Arctica. Yes, indeed. Sonata Arctica fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before going any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Radoslaw Bukowski, and Radoslaw wanted to see me react to this song by Sonata Arctica called Replica. Now, have I heard this song before? I'm gonna say no. I'm a little hesitant here. Okay, here's the thing. Epica did a cover of a Fear Factory song called Replica. Now, did Sonata Arctica follow in Epica's footsteps? And did they also do a cover of the song Replica from Fear Factory? I don't know. If that is the case, then yes, I've heard it before. I've heard the original anyway, but this would be a cover, so I could still do a reaction to the cover. But something tells me this is an original, so look, either way, we're gonna have a reaction here, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna be reacting to an original song or if a cover of a Fear Factory song. That I'm not 100% sure of. I guess we're gonna have to just listen and find out. Let's see, this was posted by Miss Killjoy 1690, all one word, no spaces whatsoever. And the video has 2.8 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Sonata Arctica Replica. Doesn't say anything about this being a cover, doesn't mention Fear Factory in any way, so I'm going to assume that this is an original. So we're gonna have to just wait and see what happens here. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Yeah, it's definitely not a cover.
I'm home again, I won the war, and now I am behind your door. I tried so hard to obey the law and see the meaning of this all. Remember me before the war, I'm the man who lived next door. Long ago, as you can see, when you look at me, I'm pieces of what I used to be. It's easier when you don't see me standing on my own 2 feet. I'm taller when I sit here still. You ask are all my dreams fulfilled. They make me out of
Okay. I have a feeling we have a guitar solo coming up. Either a guitar solo or keyboard solo, not sure. But something tells me that's coming. So, we've been at a nice slower tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With a straight time feel. Snare on 2 and 4. Now we're staying in that straight time feel. But we've gone to double time. So the actual tempo has doubled. So it's not a double time feel. No. It is not a double time feel. It's a straight time feel just at twice the speed. I like it. I like the change up. Yeah, I think it was needed. If I'm being honest, the song was starting to get a little repetitive. It was starting to get a little stale. Okay, but by switching up, that we hit the reset button is what we ended up doing. By switching to that double time, it's okay. Here we go. Brand new start. It's totally refreshed. So that's awesome. I'm glad they did that. The chordal progression feels good. Very pleasing to the ear. 1 to the 3, up to the 7, down to the 4. I like that. It feels good. It sounds good. That's the main riff. And then the chorus, we change up that a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what's more hooky to me. Is it the main riff or is it the chorus? I believe, okay, I'm not saying this is going to be this way for everybody, but for me, I think the main riff, the main riff, and the verse, I think those are the hooky parts. At least from a chordal progression standpoint, that's hooking me more than the chorus is. Don't get me wrong, chorus sounds great. I got no problem with the chorus. I think the chorus sounds nice. I'm just saying, as far as hook goes, memorable goes, from a standpoint of being memorable, I think it's the main riff. At least for me it is anyway. Vocally, I like everything that's going on with the vocals. I got no problem with anything that's happening there. Instrumentally, everybody sounds just fine. I got no problems with this. None whatsoever. I'm digging it. I'm enjoying this tune, definitely. Let's see if I'm right about this guitar solo or keyboard solo. It could be either one. Let's see if I'm right about this solo section now. Right here. Oh. Nice. Oh, we should have slid. Wait. Man, it ended abruptly right there. Felt a little awkward. Felt a little odd. And then hit on that root note. Boom. It slide down. That would have been, it just ended. It just ended like, I don't want to say sterile, but it kind of was. The ending was kind of sterile. I like the little bass fill. I do. I just wish they had ended it out a little fuller. It left us feeling really empty there.
Silent stream, no one place, blame on me.
Back to original tempo, nice. Decelerando. I love it.
Home again. I won the war, and now I am
Back to the beginning.
behind the door. I tried so hard to obey the law and see the meaning of it all. Remember me before the war. I'm the man who lived.
Oh, that dissonant, suspenseful, leave you hanging ending. I love that. That, for this song, this style of song, that ending could not have been better. I was thinking to myself, I wonder how they're going to end this. And I was thinking they're going to do some big ending. You know, they're going to hit, you know, the last chord, boom, and just let it, you know, resonate out. No, they pulled this on us, going back to the beginning, finishing with the beginning in mind. I like that. And then Decelerando out into the cutoff. Not even, it wasn't even a cutoff. Into the very last, wow, that last word, that'd be the sixth. Ending on the minor sixth, and just holding that. Yeah, that, you love it and you hate it at the same time. I don't like I don't like being left hanging on. I don't. It's very unnerving, but at the same time, that was the right call. That was absolutely the right call. I think ending it any other way would have robbed it. Like trying to end it powerfully, I think it would have robbed the song. Trying to imagine other stronger endings in my head, and they don't sound as good. Yeah, that was perfect. I like the ending. The ending is perfect. I wouldn't want to change a thing. Even I don't like it. An uneasy feeling. Oh. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's just anyway. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Sonata Arctica with a tune called Replica. This was a request from Radoslav Bukowski. Okay, I already said everything I wanted to say during the course of the reaction, so there's really not a whole lot to discuss here. So let's try to make this short and sweet. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let's start off with the score and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.1. What does that mean? Well, an 8.1 would translate to a great skill rating because overall, I think this was a great song. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Yes, an A-. So there you go, an 8.1, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, the songwriting on this, if I'm being honest, I've heard other songs from Sonata Arctica on the channel, and I thought they were just a little more impressive than this one was. This wasn't quite as impressive, but the funny thing is, I think this is, out of the 3 songs I've heard from Sonata Arctica on the channel so far, I think this is my favorite out of the 3. It's definitely got the most hook going for it. The chordal progression on this song, very nice. Very, very nice. Love that intro. The intro did exactly what an intro should do. It set expectation for what you can expect throughout the rest of the song. It set the mood and the tone, and it guided you to the starting line where the song is actually going to start. And once it did, it left. It completely left. It didn't it didn't, bleed over into the rest of the song. Like I've heard other intros do, and it just makes you wonder why. You're not helping the song by doing that. As a matter of fact, it's a distraction. So that wasn't the case here. It did exactly what a good intro should do. The main riff, if I'm being honest, don't get me wrong, the chorus is nice, and I can see how a lot of people would say that the chorus is the hook for them. I'm in the minority. I think the main riff and the verse is the hook. That's how I personally feel. If people are gonna say in the comments, well, I think the hook is the chorus, I am not gonna argue with you. I agree with you. I think for most people that is going to be the hook. But for me personally, main riff and verse, they were the hook without question. We were coasting along at a strong 7. I would say probably about a 7.5, 7.6. We were coasting along pretty good until we got to that halfway point, and then all of a sudden, double time. Not double time feel, but actual double time. The tempo doubled in speed, and we took off still on that straight time feel, but at double speed. I like it. I like the approach on that. I absolutely do. I'm really glad to see that they did that rather than try to do double time feel at the same tempo. Okay, would that have worked? I don't think so. I honestly don't think. I mean, mathematically, it would have worked, yes, but it would not have had the same energy and drive. I just don't see that happening. So the fact that they actually switched to a double time feel, yes, good call. That bumped up its stock immediately up into the high 7s, like 7.8, 7.9. And then when we came back down again, I was like, thank you. Let's be honest, that tempo change was needed. It absolutely was. Even if it was just for the solo section. And then once the solo section was done, we came back to the original tempo. It still broke up, and I'm going to use this word. Please don't take it negatively, okay? I'm not slamming the song for this. But it kind of broke up the monotony of the song where, we found ourselves wash, rinse, and repeat. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Guess what? Verse, chorus? No. Solo section where we, increased the tempo. That was nice. It was needed. Coming out of the solo section, back into that straight time feel again with the slower tempo. Yes. So glad they did that. And then when they ended the song, choosing to go back to the beginning, utilizing that intro again to end the song, and the way they did it. Going down, decelerando to the minor 6, where we just held that with that dissonance, that cliffhanger ending. Yes, could not have done it better. I actually sat there for a while thinking about stronger ways the song could have ended. It would have destroyed the song. It absolutely would have. I may not personally be the biggest fan of cliffhanger endings, but that's exactly what the song needed. Instrumentally, everybody across the board did a fine job. I had absolutely no issues with anything instrumentally. Guitars, bass, drums, keyboards, they all sounded just fine. They all did a really nice job. Vocally, I think the vocalists did everything they needed to do. There's 2 vocalists, I think, or is there just one? If it is just one, he did a fine job of the doubling. If it's 2, that's even better. But I think the vocals did a fine job of finding notes, finding range, and approach, attack, projection, and power in certain areas. A little more breathy in others, like the intro and the outro, for example, where you're not going to want to belt. I think they did a great job with the vocals overall. Very tastefully done, and I have absolutely no complaints about them whatsoever. Yeah, I really, even that, okay, if I have any complaints, and guys, I'm going to be straight up right now, and I'm going to just say this is nitpicking. This is absolutely nitpicking, okay? My only gripe about the song was the bass run. They had that little bass soli, that little 2-measure run that he did. Or actually it was just 1 measure where he did. And he just abruptly ended. Just cut. And I'm just like, would have been better if he had, hit the downbeat of 1 on the root and slid down. It would have filled it out a little bit more, given it a little more attitude.
That's nitpicking, isn't it?
I mean, the way they did, it works. It just felt very abrupt to me, the way it ended. So wasn't my favorite part. It could have been, but it wasn't. But like I said, folks, it's nitpicking. It is seriously nitpicking. And let me put everyone's mind at ease. Did that affect the score? No, it didn't. As much as I would love to say it did not. It did not. Now that 8.1 is absolutely exactly where the song score needs to be. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 8.1, which is a great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.